Google also has a bunch of features that are called search features, which really are trying to get you information that you need, that you're asking for very, very quickly. I'm going to show you some of these today, and I'm also going to show you a method for showing how to get to a larger list of all these search features. I can't cover them all today. I'm just going to give you some examples and give you the general pattern for these things. Let's go and take a look at some of these. This collection of shortcuts or search features is a way to ask specific questions and get specific answers rather quickly. Here on the slide you can see I've done the query Movies Mountain View. You can also use your city name and it will pull up a list of all the movies that are showing locally. As you can see here, these are the ones that are showing right now, and you can get to additional information by clicking on the Show More Movies link there at the bottom. There's a whole bunch of these, and I'd like to demo a few of them to you live so you can see exactly how you trigger them, how you get them to appear. Let's do an easy one, the capital of Mongolia. So at regular Google, I can now type capital of Mongolia, and you can see there at the very top, the answer is given to you very, very quickly, Ulaanbaatar. The bold letters, the large capitals, show you that this is an answer that we've already figured out. You could see on the right-hand side, we also have that panel we talked about before, which is again a summary of the information about the answer to this question. I can click on the Show Details here and get some additional information showing me where Google is deriving this answer from. So this is a really fantastic thing to do because you can look for more than just the capital of Mongolia, but you can also explore things like the weather in Sydney. So you can see there the weather is 37 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be raining there. You can also put in zip codes. So let's try 90712, and I can see that in this case this is somewhere in Los Angeles, and I can get the weather by zip code or by city name. In addition to weather, we can also look for information like flight information. You probably know that you can type in, for example, a flight code like Hawaiian Airlines 24, and we can get the information about departure times, flight information, and so on. Here, again, we give the reference where this information is coming from, and if you want to click through the details, you can click on that blue link and it will take you to that page. The ability to do these kinds of very short, very targeted queries is not limited to just flights and just weather information or capitals of foreign countries. We can also do things like time in Singapore. Again, you can put in any particular place name and it will pull up the time that it is currently at that location. We can also do questions of a more sort of personal nature. So for example, if I'm trying to understand what asthma is all about, I will get a little summary here, in this case from NIH, telling me what asthma is really all about. And again, I can click through and read more about the causes, symptoms, and so on. This is information that we've pulled together automatically in order to help you understand these medical conditions, including things like something as simple as dry skin. Here, we don't give you a summary because there are many different potential causes of dry skin, but we give you a couple of searches that are related to that, including background information about where that idea is coming from, potential issues, potential treatments, and so on. So you can see here there's a lot of different kinds of things you can try. Another kind of medical term you might want to try would be the name of a medicine so you can understand what it is and what kind of information you should know about. So let's try one like zolpidem, like this. And you can see here, this is the generic term for a kind of drug that's sold under many, many different brand names. Again, this is information collected from NIH, and you can see the list of possible brand alternate names there. So one thing you can look for if you're trying to understand the space of possibilities here is how do we get to the list of features? I would use Google as a search term and search for Google search features. So features is the master list here. And if I click through here, you'll see this is the whole list of these shortcuts. Weather, stock quotes, time and a place, sports scores. As the Olympics come up or as World Cup comes around, You can imagine that we're going to be providing more and more of those as those particular events come on. Again, you can do a lot of these different kinds of features, time and places, weather and places, and the way to get to the master list is to do the search for Google search features. In this short lesson, I haven't really had time to cover them all, but I hope you'll have time to explore all the Google search features, features that accelerate your access to information and get you there very quickly.